The attic door. I bought the house because it was cheap. Too cheap. 2 bedrooms, a wide porch, an old oak out front. The kind of place that people call charming in real estate listings. But it had sat empty for over 8 years. The last owner had died alone, they said. No family, no will. I didn't care about that. I just needed quiet. Space. A place to reset. I didn't even notice the attic door until the second night. It started with scratching, software random, like a mouse or something small. It came from above, directly above the bedroom ceiling. I tapped the plaster once. Silence. Then 3 quick taps came back. Tap, tap, tap. I laughed nervously. Old houses make noise, right? The attic door was in the hallway, wooden, square, with a rusty pull-down latch. I hadn't noticed it until that night. I walked past and the hair on my arms lifted. A draft blew through, even though no windows were open. The latch hung slightly ajar. I shut it, latched it. But by morning, it was open again. I found it under a loose floorboard in the bedroom. The previous owner had scribbled notes. Disjointed, repetitive. They whisper when I sleep. Don't go in the attic. I saw my reflection blink after I turned away. The house wants company. Pages and pages of the same line. Don't open the door. I set up a camera, just an old webcam, pointed at the attic door. I didn't expect much. The next morning I reviewed the footage. At 3:17 a.m., the latch clicked. The door creaked open slowly, and something, not fully visible, leaned out. A single eye, pale, wide. Then it retreated, and the door shut itself. I started waking up in strange places, on the couch, in the hallway, once in the backyard with no shoes. Lights would flicker. My phone lost all its recordings, and every night, 3:17 a.m., the attic door opened. I stopped watching the footage. I already knew what it showed. I broke the rule. One night I climbed up, flashlight, camera, crucifix in my pocket. The attic smelled like rot and iron. Dust coated everything. But there was space. Too much space. More than should have fit inside the roof. A chair in the middle, facing nothing. Walls covered in scratch marks, and in the back, a mirror. But it didn't show me. It showed a version of me that was still sitting downstairs. After that night, I didn't feel alone. My reflection would smile when I didn't. My voice had an echo that didn't belong. I heard my own footsteps behind me, my own breathing, doubled. The diary reappeared on my desk, open to a new page. One must stay. One must go. I tried to burn the attic. The flames wouldn't catch. The wood refused to blacken. Smoke filled the room, but nothing changed. The attic door stayed open. That night, I dreamed I climbed through the mirror and watched myself close the door from the other side. They say the house is still empty, but at night, neighbors see lights in the attic. Sometimes someone watches through the upstairs window. Someone who looks a lot like me. But I moved away, didn't I? The grin in the wall. When I first moved into apartment 3B, I thought I was lucky. It was cheap near the train, with just enough charm to distract from the water stains on the ceiling and the smell of something vaguely chemical. The landlord was indifferent but not cruel. My neighbors never made noise, and I needed a reset, a quiet place to heal. Then I found the crack in the bedroom wall. It was small, no bigger than a thumbnail, near the baseboard. I wouldn't have noticed it at all if I hadn't dropped a sock during unpacking. It wasn't the crack that bothered me. It was what I saw behind it. There was something pale inside. At first I thought it was just insulation. But when I looked again, closer, slower, I saw teeth. Too many, perfectly white, lined up in a grin too wide for any human mouth. Not moving, just watching. I fell back and hit the edge of my bed frame. When I looked again, the crack looked normal. No teeth, just drywall. I didn't sleep that night. The next night I heard tapping, not loud, rhythmic, like fingernails against wood. Tap, tap, tap. It came from the wall with a crack. I put my ear to it. Nothing. Then, whispering, dry, faint, like wind in a pipe. I taped the crack shut. The tapping got louder. On the fourth night, I noticed something else. The apartment next door, 3A, went completely silent. No music, no footsteps, no late-night TV glow. I knocked. No answer. I called the super. He said that unit had been vacant for months, but I'd seen a man going in and out all week. Pale, glasses, never blinked. He'd smiled at me once. Too wide. The crack grew. Now it was a slit, wide enough to fit a pencil. I couldn't stop looking at it. The teeth were back, always smiling, never moving. Sometimes I saw an eye behind them, pale gray, watching. I covered the hole with duct tape, then furniture. It didn't help. The smile was in my dreams now. I woke to the sound of breathing. Not mine. The wall, it pulsed, just slightly, like it had lungs. When I touched it, it was warm. I screamed. No one answered. Next morning, my call log was wiped. My email had drafts I didn't write. All of them said the same thing. Let it in. The building emptied. One by one, doors shut for good. The hallway grew silent. No more neighbors. No more footsteps. Even the landlord stopped returning my calls. Only the smile remained. Bigger now. So wide it touched both sides of the wall. Still teeth. Still silent. Still watching. The wall cracked open. Not broken. Opened. Like a mouth stretching. I couldn't stop myself. I crawled toward it. The room felt wrong. Like I was being pulled through fog. Behind the wall, a tunnel. Flesh-like. Wet. Breathing. And deep inside, more smiles. I don't know how long I've been here. Time doesn't work in the walls. There are others. Or versions of others. People with stretched faces and empty eyes. We smile. Always, it's expected. The wall feeds on silence, on forgotten names. I forget mine more each day. You just moved in, didn't you? You saw the low rent, the charm, the convenience. Maybe you found the crack already, or maybe you will. You'll see it smile, and then you'll smile back.